All right, well, the update for this week is, I guess we could call it the good, the bad, and the ugly. So do you like good news or bad news first? We'll go with the bad. The bad is that the order was extended, so lockdown is now till May 25th. So basically the curfew's still in place, a lot of the same restrictions are in place. The other bad news was that we had a big earthquake, and so that was pretty hard for down south near Ponce. And then of course the bad news with our car. So those are kind of the big bad news. The good news is that the order is a little bit lighter. I think it's livable. We can go out, we can take walks, we can take hikes till 3 p.m. We can still go out and get a lot of the same things. The hardware stores and car part stores are open Monday through Friday now, so there's a lot more things that we can do. We can go to laundromat, which would be really nice because we haven't been able to wash some of our heavier clothes for a while. And a few other stores are open, and more will be starting on May 11th with construction and other things. So things are, it's kind of a half opening. The beaches and other places that we kind of are hoping for aren't open yet, but I think like we can handle that because we can find waterfalls and other places to hike and explore without having to necessarily go to the beach. And then of course the ugly news is the car is just crunched. So that's bad news, but it's really kind of ugly. The other good news, I guess, is that Puerto Rico's rates have been pretty steady. You know, we're not going to get rid of it. It's here, it's on the island, it's everywhere in the world. So there's really no chance of this disease stopping completely until we get a vaccine or otherwise some sort of immunity. So, but the numbers are staying kind of low as far as we can tell. The testing is not great, but as far as we can tell, things are kind of steadily going at a smooth rate instead of spiking. This omelet is all from Puerto Rico besides the cheese. Eggs from our farm, tomatoes from Puerto Rico, basil from our yard. So good. Oh, and avocado too. Strawberry margarita and pool time. All right, we're gonna try to make a slip and slide time. Look at Dada.
Smile, Aiden.
Ready?
Ready?
You ready?
Yeah.
We're gonna go down the slide. Ready? Here we go.
Ready?
Good job, Eden! Ready? Woo! Favorite takeout.
Comida.
Oh, to the elephant.
So this is a Penguina bromeliad. These things are spiky and sharp. I think people here use them as fence lines, but they're kind of a naturalized bromeliad. The only way to pick them up and pull them is by their roots. They're not spiky. So I'm going to take this one out. I'm going to push it over and pull it up by its roots. Throw it over the fence. This is better with boots, but at least I have flip-flops on now that I just got the other day at Econo. But push them over, find the root, And then you can usually just pop them right out of the ground. There it is.
Ooh.
Always carry them upside down. These things are sharp. Wear gloves, boots, or get good at it.
Aiden's learning how to feed himself with the spoon. Good job. Puts the bean on the spoon and then he uses the spoon. Good boy. There's the spoon. Oh, it fell off the spoon. What a good boy. Fell off. Right in the mouth. Good job. Yeah.
Here we are. I got cut off by a Toyota coming the other direction and slid off the road and hit a pole. So I got a little bit on the head because my seatbelt failed. I hit the windshield and my toe got cut pretty bad. And everybody's good. It's just unfortunate, those things. At least I didn't get a head-on collision. I think it would have been worse.
And this is the ugly. Britton had an accident, got run off the road, and the car is completely crunched. We're gonna have somebody look at it to see if it's salvageable, but it looks pretty rough. The whole front end, he slammed into a concrete post and actually hit his head. He had a seatbelt on, but it still didn't stop him enough. So he was kind of concussed and dazed for a while afterward. I think he's coming through now, but that was kind of scary. So you never know, you worry about an illness and then something random like this happens. So he didn't go to the hospital because everything's weird right now, and he is feeling better. So so that was kind of the ugliest part of our week this last week. We're looking at getting a replacement or something, a different car. We do have our truck so we can get around, but it's not really great for just, daily driving, driving around. So it's a good work truck and it can get us around, but it's we prefer to have something a little more nimble on the roads. So that's what we'll be probably doing this next week. This is probably the biggest event for us, even more so than what's going on in the rest of the world, because it's hard right now with all the offices closed and not a lot of places to find cars. So we'll see how it goes. Canepa flowers. So that's kind of the updates for us this last week. We've been dealing with the car accident and Britton's concussion and the after effects of that. We've been working around the farm. We've been kind of having a few projects here and there, but those have kind of been the main things. We've gotten a few things at the store and things like that, but just probably the car accident was the main event of this past week that we've had to kind of focus on. So I hope you guys are all doing well out there in the world. Seems like things are kind of lightening up a little bit. We've had 7 whole weeks of lockdown, a very extreme lockdown, and so it's nice to be able to get out and get some exercise and be in the world a little bit officially again. And so I hope you guys are also able to do some solitary activity, keep your mental health strong, and I know that we're getting through this. It's going to be a long, slow process, but so we have to kind of get used to a new normal. But I hope you guys are all doing well out there, and we'll see you in the next video. Look at our mountain goat. Eden! Oh! Dinner time! Chickens go to bed. Good night, chickens. Mira la luna. Mira la luna. ¿Dónde está la luna? So take care of yourself. Take care of your family. Life happens, so I guess we have to deal with it as it comes at us. And so just remember to be thankful for every day that we have on this earth. You never know when it could come to a halt, so take care.